Hey everyone, it's Mindy Banks, the Flip Flop Chef. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I want to share a really quick and easy smoothie recipe that I really enjoy, and it comes together so quick using Pampered Chef's Deluxe cooking blender. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to tell you guys the ingredients that we're going to use, and then we're going to put them right in the blender. So we're going to start off with this Good Belly probiotics drink. I love this. I get it at Aldi, and so this is going to be the liquid base for the smoothie. I'm also going to add in some frozen blueberries. You can use fresh berries if you choose. However, I like using frozen because it actually makes the smoothie colder and you can use less ice when you're using frozen fruit. I'm also going to add in a frozen banana, which I have in my little insulated bowl here, and I have a few ice cubes just to make it a little bit colder because I like to have a really cold smoothie. I'm going to add in some homemade blueberry yogurt, and this is yogurt that I made in Pampered Chef's quick cooker using the cold start method, and I added in some blueberry pie filling, just a little bit of that to flavor it up, and it's a really quick, easy way to flavor it. We're gonna add some of Pampered Chef's Pea Protein. If you're not familiar with this, this is part of our Enrichables line. I love this Pea Protein. All of our Enrichables are vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, and made without nuts. I'm also going to add some honey. So let's go ahead and get all of this together and blend it right up. So I'm going to take my blender container off of the base of the Deluxe cooking blender. If you've never seen the Deluxe cooking blender in action, or if you have questions, please check out the playlist on my YouTube channel. I have a whole bunch of playlists, but one of them is for the Deluxe cooking blender. Has lots of great recipes for you. So I started out with the Good Belly probiotics juice, and then I'm going to add 2 scoops. This is our medium scoop from our stainless steel line. 2 scoops of the blueberry yogurt, and then I'm going to add in some protein. And like I said, I'm using Pampered Chef's Pea Protein for this. If I can get the bag open, my fingers don't want to work this morning. These do come with a scoop. I like to use my measuring spoon, so I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of the pea protein. And then I'm going to add in some honey. I'm not measuring a whole bunch of this, but you can measure it if you like. I just kind of eyeball everything as I go. And we're going to add our frozen blueberries. I think blueberries are my favorite smoothie. I'm going to put this half of a frozen banana and just a couple of cubes of ice. Then we're going to put this on the blender. I'll go ahead and show you what we're working here with. Now this is a 1-minute cycle, so if you'll bear with me, I'm going to also show you how to clean your blender container using the heated wash cycle. So this will be 1 minute, and then I'll come back and show you how to clean it. Just shy of, well, about 37 seconds. And I turned my hot water on while I was letting that blend. I am going to use some warmer water for the cleaning cycle. I think we're good on the blending cycle. You could let it run that whole minute if you wanted to, but I think we're blended enough. So you take this off of the base, take the lid off, and I've got a fun flip-flop cup. Pour our smoothie in here. And I have just a little more than will fit, so I'm going to grab another cup. Pour that in. I didn't want to waste that little sip there. So check this out. We have a beautiful smoothie that is going to be delicious. And what I'm going to do, whoops, I already got my water out here. I've got 3 cups of water. I'm just going to pour that in here. Normally I just hold this under the faucet and watch the 3-cup fill line here. But I wanted to just have that ready to go. I'm going to put 1 drop of dish soap. That's all that you need. Take your lid, put it back on. And I'm going to put this on our blender base. Press cancel. Oops. There we go. Press cancel, put this on heated wash, and I do have a little bit of a mess right here. I'm going to just wipe this off so that it doesn't continue to drip down my blender there. I'm going to put this on heated wash and press start. What you're going to see happen here is it's going to blend just a tiny bit. And it's telling me the water is at 66 degrees. So what has to happen here is the water is heating up. So if you didn't know this about Pampered Chef's cooking blender, it is a true cooking blender. So it has a heating element built into the base of this blender, and it actually heats up the water using a temperature control rather than just heating something up by friction. And so this is what sets this blender apart from most of the other blenders on the market. If you are curious how this compares to a Vitamix, I encourage you to watch my comparison video using the Deluxe cooking blender and a Vitamix. I was totally blown away by how much better Pampered Chef's Deluxe cooking blender is compared to the Vitamix that I used to own. Once this heats up to 140 degrees, it is going to start blending inside of the blender container. It's going to rinse off all of the residue from the inside of the glass and most of the lid too. However, you would have to rinse the lid off because it's not going to be able to get between the glass and the inside of the lid. So we're up to almost 90 degrees. So it heats up relatively quickly and it's hands off. So you could walk away, you could go enjoy your smoothie, you could answer some emails, return some text messages, scroll on Facebook, do whatever it is that you want while you're waiting for your blender to finish cleaning. Once it reaches the 140 degree temperature, for the water, it's basically going to work like a dishwasher. So the only thing this doesn't have is a way to drain the soapy water and rinse it off. And so after it cleans it like a dishwasher, it's going to need to be rinsed out. So you're going to dump the soapy water into your sink and rinse it out. And you can put the lid to the blender in your dishwasher. You just cannot put the actual blender container in the dishwasher because it has electrical elements that go with the base here. So it's basically a smart blender. That's what I like to call it. And it's very, very smart. So some of the other features I'll tell you about while we're waiting on the water to heat up. So we have the smoothie setting, which is what we used just a few minutes ago. We have an alternative milk setting. So for this particular smoothie recipe, I didn't use any milk. And so if you need to use a non-dairy product, you can make your own alternative milk. So you can make cashew milk, macadamia nut milk, almond milk. You can make a combination of several different types of nuts if you would like to. You can make oat milk, rice milk, so many different options, and it's about a 5-minute cycle when you're making your alternative milks. And depending on what you're making the milk from, the soaking times vary from 30 minutes to 4 hours. So just make sure you follow the recipe that comes in the cooking guide that goes along with the Deluxe cooking blender. We also have a grind setting, and the grind setting is used to grind up wheat berries so you can make your own homemade flour, or you can grind nuts to make homemade nut butter like almond butter or peanut butter. The heated wash setting is what we're working with now, and we're up to 122 degrees, so we don't have a whole lot farther to go. We have a soup setting, so you can make homemade soups right in your cooking blender. I do have some videos and some recipes that show you how you can kind of spice it up. If you don't want a completely pureed soup, you could pour this over a bowl of shredded chicken or a bowl of ground beef, and you could add in some canned beans and vegetables after, of course, after you have blended your soup. You don't want to blend the beans, but it makes it a little bit more hearty if you do it that way. So I have some recipes in my recipe community that would give you some more hearty soup recipes if you don't want a blended soup. We have 2 patent pending settings. So we have a jam setting and a sauce setting. And so those are 2 features that you can only find with Pampered Chef's Deluxe Cooking Blender. I make all of our homemade jam using Pampered Chef's Deluxe Cooking Blender. It is so easy. I have some videos on my channel showing you how to do that, but for strawberry jam, you just pour in the pound of strawberries, you add some powdered pectin, press start, and then it will prompt you when it gets to the part where you need to add the sugar. Add the sugar, press start again. All right, so here's our cleaning. the noise, I'm gonna stop this, but you guys can get an idea of what has to happen here. So you can already see it's already cleaned the sides. This has a 2 more minutes and 5 seconds left on this cycle. So I'll let this finish, and then you just take the lid off, rinse it out, dry it, and it's ready to go for the next time. I was just talking about the jam and the sauce setting. So on the sauce setting, you can make a variety of different sauces. You could make gravies, you can make marinara, pizza sauce, spaghetti sauce. You can get really creative, and I have a lot of recipes both in videos on my YouTube channel and recipes in my recipe community. We also have a heated puree button, which is great if you wanted to make baby food or use pureed vegetables in other recipes to kind of disguise them and hide them from your family. You have a lot of different options for that. And then of course we have a custom heat, custom blend, and we have a pulse. So if you wanted to just pulse, I don't think it's going to work on this cycle. Let me just pulse it so you can see how you can just pulse this. And so I'll put this back on the heated wash cycle when I'm off camera and let this finish its thing. So this is the Deluxe cooking blender. I hope that you guys are excited to try my favorite smoothie recipe. Blueberry is my favorite, and I really, really love this Good Belly probiotic drink that I get at Aldi. So let me know what you guys think, and if you're not already a member of my recipe community, be sure to go to theflipflopchef.com, click the button at the top, and you'll have access to that and a whole bunch more. So see you next time.